Good evening everybody, I am Shaman and this is NXR and welcome to the first race of the 2022 calendar year around Imola here. Round 4 of Season 4. Got a brilliant race for you here today. We've been gone for a few weeks over the festive period and New Year, but we're back with a bang. And with me, as always in Tier 1, is Lots. How are we doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are we all doing?
Did you have a good Christmas?
I did. Did you have a good Christmas?
I had an okay Christmas. I got far too drunk. Drunk most of a bottle of Jack Daniels, which I regret heavily. Don't listen to the Sambuca alarm. It's fun at the time, but you go blackout drunk.
Oh, lovely.
Don't recommend it.
We hope everyone at NXR had a good Christmas as well.
Oh, definitely, 100%. If you're in the chat, be sure to make yourselves known. As always, Lots will be doing the chat.
I'm on the chat again.
Is this Racing Cass's first Tier 1 race?
I believe so.
I believe it is. Because, unfortunately, Chaotix has left us over the festive period. Personal reasons, bettering his own life, etc., etc. We wish him well.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure he might even be watching us tonight. And as such, we need a new driver to replace him. And that driver has been the two-time Academy winner of Racing Cass. Have you seen much of Racing Cass in action?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't, but I have heard good things. So let's hope he lives up to the expectation. I'm hoping.
Well, believe me when I say he is an absolutely phenomenal driver, and I wouldn't even put him out of the realms of possibility for a podium as he comes out in Q1 here today.
Oh, okay, then I'm excited.
On the mediums. But another new driver, only announced this afternoon, in the early hours of the afternoon, Oil Prince, another Academy driver, replacing Master Flash in the Haas.
Master Flash is in the chat saying, "Let's go, Kimmy." So
thank you for joining us, Master Flash. But unfortunately, Oil Prince has taken his spot, and we had a talk with Yaps. Actually, I don't know if you caught wind of this on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Have you seen what? If you go into the self-promotion chat in the Discord, you'll be able to see what Yaps said about acquiring his driver, Oil Prince. And I'd like you to read it out to those watching at home.
Where did you say it was? Sorry.
It's in the self-promotion chat.
Self-promotion?
In the Discord.
Right.
It's the last tweet.
Oh, okay. So it says, unfortunately, we tried to speak with Team Principal and owner Yaps on the signing of Oil Prince, but he refused to speak with us properly on the matter. He was overheard saying, Oil Prince has the same 24 hours as any other racing driver, why shouldn't he win championships?
Pretty outrageous.
Are we gonna pay attention to the fact Rob has retired?
I believe he's got an engine penalty.
Ah, right, okay.
I will have a look at that now, but before we talk about that, what do you think about that statement from Yaps about Oil Prince's signing?
I mean, I'm expecting him now to go win the championship. He's got the same 24 hours as anyone else. So...
I mean, he's technically not wrong. The statement is technically correct, but the result he's got from that, well, I mean, I'm not going to put anything past Oil Prince, but remember, we didn't really want to talk to the media properly. It was a bit iffy on that regard. I tried to talk to him, he just said no.
A bit quiet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
But I hope that doesn't knock Oil Prince's confidence, and I hope he puts in a good result today, as will, I hope, Racing Cass. What does the chat think of the new signings?
Let's have a look, shall we? Someone saying, I've never seen his pace.
Who is he referring to?
I think Oil Prince.
Well, that'll be interesting. I'm just trying to figure out where the engine penalties are.
So, do you want a weather update?
I would love a weather update, but firstly, the engine penalties for this week. Oil Prince is taking an engine penalty.
Okay.
Icelandic Rob is taking an engine penalty. Jamie Jacko is taking an engine penalty, and Dropass is taking an engine penalty, and Yoan, I believe, has a qualifying ban? I don't remember. Someone has a qualifying ban, which I just saw before the stream.
It's Yoan for the thing at Portugal with the qualifying, the engine penalty qualifying mishap in Portugal, I believe.
I don't think he's got a second quali ban, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know them.
No, he got a very severe penalty for not doing it properly at Portimao, but he doesn't have another.
He set a
quali
lap,
ban. He
didn't
does
he?
not. Yeah, he set a lap when he shouldn't have.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready for a weather update from...
Yes,
So this
announce
is-
the weather update.
So this is from C. Davies. Overcast, but dry for all sessions. Happy days.
Ooh, he didn't mention the percentage chance of precipitation, so we won't really know, which will be interesting.
It's gonna be all a
We're on
mystery.
board with BRS Alex here. Bruno getting out of his way nicely as he comes around this sector. I don't really know much about this track, Imola. It's one of the newer tracks on the F1 calendar.
Yeah.
I haven't had much experience racing on it. What's your experience on the track lots, if any?
I've raced on it a few times, just like little 5-lappers with friends. It's quite tricky, honestly. Maybe it's just me being stupid, but it is quite a tricky track, especially with like track limits. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tackle this, considering this is the first time that we're going to properly see people race around it. So yeah, it's going to be a bit different. It's obviously different from any other tracks that we've raced at so far this season, and it seems like a good way to start off 2022. So
Yeah, definitely. Someone in the chat, Rapid Forno, saying, how do you do the engine penalties and how do we decide? Well, in the middle races of the calendar, which are on our Discord if you aren't already there, between races 3 and 12, I believe, a driver can choose to take an engine penalty, which will put them to the back of their grid for that race. They only have one engine penalty that they need to take throughout the season, and this is to try and get different drivers at the front at different times, and just get a little bit extra to their racing craft, and just try and be a more entertaining fixture.
exactly, it pushes everyone who, you know, maybe at the back of that little bit forward with people taking penalties. So the benchmark at the moment is a 1:14.8 by Alex.
Yeah. And keep in mind, only one driver will be knocked out of this session due to the 4 drivers taking engine penalties.
That's true.
And again, this goes right into Aston Martin and McLaren's hands, because like the Portimao race, none of the tier 2 drivers in the Imola race took an engine penalty, and there was only one spot knockout for them, which they all managed to avoid. Hopefully the same thing can happen here for tier 1 Imola. And I think Prince Ali, the team principal for Aston Martin and McLaren, will be over the moon with that.
So Rapid Vaughan saying, I've just joined, but I've never heard of this. It's an incredible idea. Fair play, changing the curve.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Rapid Mono. Obviously, I'm not the best person to really speak about it. It's a decision made by the owners of NXR, and yeah, we have a draft system as well, which I know not many other league systems have, and it's to try and create as an equal grid as possible, instead of just drivers picking their mates or picking super teams, and it's based on the constructed standings from the years before, and it's a very good idea. There's lots of different things in this league that other leagues don't have.
Which makes us very extraordinary.
Yes, our tier 2 races are on Monday. Could you provide Rapid Vorno with a Discord link, please?
What days do your tier 2 race? Yeah, our tier 2 races are on Monday.
Yeah.
There we go, and they're at the same time as the race today, so...
But in order to get into the Tier 1 or Tier 2 races, you have to be in the Academy first, appear in the Academy races, and hopefully we'll be getting a Tier 3 started up next season if we have enough drivers willing to...
Let's hope. I did see
go for it.
Charlie in our Discord today say that he was starving from
Yeah.
racing because we didn't have a Tier 3 yet.
And I just added Cal and told you to pipe down because, quite rightly so, Callum, one of our owners, has been working as hard as he can to get Tier 3 in motion, but if he doesn't get the same back from his drivers, then what's he to do?
What can we do? What's nothing we can do? We just commentate. We just sit and observe.
And, well, we sit, observe, and we commentate for the viewers at home.
Yes.
And, talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And I find it odd that Yap said such a quote about Oil Prince, when he himself is also racing in Tier 1 and isn't winning any championships. He's got the same 24 hours as everyone else, after all.
That is true. Everyone has the same 24 hours.
But I guess he'd argue half of his time is dealing with the ownership and the adminship, so he has other stuff that he needs to do with 24 hours as well, which he can't put into the racing. I mean, that would probably be his excuse. But, after the first rounds of proper laps have come in, NXR Mark on the softs, 4/10 ahead of anyone else besting him. Bit of a slow start from Racing Cass, only down in P14. I expect he's not going all out because he knows there isn't many places to go, and unfortunately it does look like Gale Force will be biting the bullet and going out in 16th place.
Now, remember what happened with Gale Force last time we raced?
Oh, remember what happened when I raced last time? I got into bloody Q3 lots.
Did you?
Do you not watch the Tier 2 streams?
I was working!
Oh, tut. There's always an option to play back.
That is true. Well, we'll say the congratulations now.
Yeah, I got into Q3.
A round of applause from me.
Thank you.
Where did you actually qualify in the end then?
P9.
Oh, that's not bad actually. Where did you finish?
About P13, P12, P13?
It's decent actually.
For me, yeah. But we're on about today's race.
That is
Day
true.
Wall, yes. Yaps' response does seem to be based off of a meme, and I'm quite annoyed about that, to be perfectly honest, because I'm trying to do my best for this Twitter page, putting out information to our fans and all our drivers, and Yaps just doesn't.
Turning it into a meme.
The owner just doesn't care. He's getting all this money from Twitch and everything like that, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to help with getting the Twitch to be as best as it can be, the Twitter to get the best as it can be. He's just gonna do a stupid meme response, and I hope he's made himself look like an idiot, to be honest. We're going to be on board with Racing Cass as he starts his flying lap. He's currently P15, so he needs to put in a good lap here, or he could be at risk. And this will be Racing Cass's first proper lap under the spotlight of Tier 1. He's been doing brilliantly in the Academy races, and he got the call up to replace Chaotix in the Williams seat. So hopefully we'll be able to show that. And I'm honestly a massive fan of this driver. He gives me C. Davies vibes from last season, and I hope everyone will enjoy this lap.
Let's have a look. Obviously, Mark and Alex must feel comfortable with their laps.
Well, and Spinala, who has changed his name to Rapid Kitch.
Oh yeah.
I do not know if we're going to be calling him Kitch. Obviously, I know we still call this man the Artifact Perez because bit of behind-the-scenes note here. Artifact is actually an alias that was banned on NXR before, so we have to call the Artifact Perez without his name. But yeah, we're going to be on board with Cassie's going to go across the line. This looks to be an absolute blinder of lap
Wow!
2. And this is the man I'm talking about, lots.
That is very impressive.
Like 2/10 off of Mark in your first qualifying session.
That is very impressive.
You've come here to drive, and this is exactly why.
And he's come here to prove himself. You know, he's going to establish himself as, you know, I deserve to be up here at the top, and he's proving that with a lap that's second currently.
Yeah, he's gone through the academy. He's took chances while he can. And he's made an absolute name for himself. Milkman goes P9. We're going to be on board with Perez here.
Racing Cat will be very, very happy with that lap.
And I really hope I get to interview him today if he does somehow manage a podium on his debut, because
It'll
I've
be
been
incredible.
backing this man since his first race in China.
It'll be great to see.
And I believe this is only his third race in NXR.
Wow.
He had 2 races in the academy, won them both with spectacular fashion. It might have been this is 4th race because of weather conditions and another track, but 2-time Academy winner. He made himself known to the team principals and he got this seat, which is proof to anyone watching that if you come into NXR, don't be disheartened that you don't get a seat just yet. Go into the Academy.
Yeah, of course.
And next season, you might get a seat, or maybe even sooner, if technical difficulties happen to our drivers. Perez goes across the line. The Williams brothers are P2 and 3.
Wow, that's great work.
It's absolutely fabulous work. We're going to be on board with
And there isn't that much of a difference between second and third as well. So both the Williams setting absolute stonkers of a lap.
And we've seen how good Perez has been before, so for racing past to be this good, he's definitely people that hadn't seen him before. Well, you can't avoid him now.
Of course, he's establishing himself, like we said, and it's a good way to get yourself known in NXR and also, you know, reach out there to other team principals going, you know what, this guy's a pretty good driver.
Brad is coming through the final straight now, puts himself up into P11, but the man I want to go and focus on now is Gale Force. And look who it is in front of him. The Aston Martin boys. You can't say they don't work together. Kimi, who's definitely already through. Look at what's going to happen here. This is absolute amazing teamwork play. We're going to see the toe here from Kimi.
And this is what happened at Portugal, wasn't it? When
this
was what happened in Portugal when obviously Kimi was dropping out of the points due to the strategy choice he made, and he just told Gale Force to score points.
Yeah, like, say what you want about McLaren and Aston Martin, but in both Tier 1 and Tier 2, Princely has established or helped to reinforce what was already the ambition and cooperation to provide teamwork. And it's a little thing, but Ali will absolutely love the fact that toes like this are being important.
Yeah, Ali will be very happy that they're working well together.
Kimi's got the pace, no doubt about that. But Gale Force needs all the help he can get. Not to put a downer onto him, but he's a high tier 2, low tier 1 driver, but because he's so consistent, he can't be dropped down to tier 2 because he is good enough for this tier. Manages to not invalidate their going right. This actually looks to be a pretty good lap thanks to that toe. And we could see him up into the final positions here. Do you think he's going to qualify?
I hope so.
Through the final corner now, DRS open onto the straight. He's improved by 7/10, but it's just not good enough currently as things stand. But he can still go again here. He's going to give it 100%. We're going to stay on board with him because he is the only driver at risk, of course.
I'm going to ride on board with C. Davies, our weatherman for today.
Of course. But you can tell, yeah, Gale Force is giving it everything there, and he's going to eventually hit the wall. What a shame. But he had to give it his all there. And the first lap he did, it was absolutely tremendous. Just somehow not getting into the 115s, even with that toe from Kimi. Unfortunately, he has fucked up, hit this lap, and he hit the wall. But he was giving it everything. He was giving it 150%, and the car couldn't handle the determination. So that is the end of qualifying. From a 1:14.4 from Mark to a 1:15.5 from Johan.
Have you noticed the
1
pattern
second.
of every time we do Q1 and Q2, Mark is one of the quick drivers, but then in quali, like Q3, it just goes and just drops.
Oh yeah, he's a bottle job. We've discussed this before many times. You're just setting me up for this statement. But 1 second separates first and 15th practically here.
Jesus.
We may not be the fastest league, but we're the most exciting and passionate league. Only a second between the top 15 here. Anything can happen.
Oh dear, Kimi a little bit off the pace though, from Portugal.
I mean, people have different strengths, but
Yeah.
you don't need to go all out here in Q1.
And it's a new track
unless
as
your
well,
name's
so.
Gelfos.
Unless your name's Gelfos.
Well, it's no disrespect to him. He won't hate on me for saying that because
No.
he's a great driver in his own regard. He has the racecraft to get up into the points from these lower down
I
positions.
think he shocked himself when we raced at Portugal and he was 6. He was like,
And the day he gets the podium in Tier 1,
oh my god.
because I know he will,
You will go mental.
I think everyone will go mental. He is the good guy of NXR,
That is true.
as this person is.
Do you want to recap over who we've lost then?
Yeah, so our 4 people taking engine penalties, and we'll be starting at the back. We have Valtteri Droppas in the AlphaTauri, Icelandic Rob in the Mercedes, Alpine of Jamie Jacko, and Oil Prince, new driver in the Haas, all taking engine penalties, and we'll be starting at the back in that order. Gale forced the one driver to be racing, but unfortunately getting knocked out because he was half a second off of Johan, but he did do a lap which he improved by 7/10. So it was a brilliant lap from him. But now, this is going to be the qualifying there, which matters for your tyre choice into the race. We got a message from Wookie saying we've got to give Kimi the benefit of the doubt because he has turned off his ABS and has a new set of pedals. And yes, I was going to mention that, but thank you, Wookie, for mentioning it.
Luke said Mark has qualified 4th, 2nd, and 6th.
Never get that pole position, can he?
Could today be the day where he gets the pole position, though, is the question.
I mean, perhaps.
Who
This
knows?
is Mark, he gets in his own head.
Who knows what could happen? I mean, did Mark get pole in the 2nd race of the season? No, he didn't. No, Kimi. Yeah, Kimi. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was close to pole, and then I think Kimi literally pipped it by like.
Yeah, it was really close.
It was incredibly close.
Very scattered tyre choices currently. People who selected mediums in the pits. BRS Alex, NXR Gifted, Kimi,
Ooh.
Yaps, Radders, Bruno, Spinardo aka Rapid Glitch, Scribs, and Mark. Hoffman, C. Davies, Tomso, Perez, Yoan, and Racing Cass on the stops.
It's interesting.
Differing strategies here. We see both of the McLarens still on the softs. We see Bradders on the mediums, which is interesting. Both of the Ferrari boys going mediums. Both of the Alfa Romeos going mediums.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to go for a second.
No problem at all.
I'm here.
Wookie saying bold predictions for Castor in the race. I don't think that's that bold.
I
But then
was
again,
gonna say,
I've
I don't
seen
think
Cass in action.
that's that bold. I think he might get on the podium.
I mean, you haven't seen him before, but what did you think of the one lap he did?
The one lap was just, like, incredible. It's actually, like, you know, when you think about just the whole, like, situation of Cass coming into racing, to put your lap, for your lap to be P2, and not that far off of Mark, it's impressive. So, yeah, I would say he's definitely setting a good impression out there at the moment.
Oh, and Johan's been We're going to have to go on board with BRS Alex quickly here to see what's happened. Going to go around here. He looks to have spun off to the left and hit the wall quite heavily. That's a hefty shunt from Johan, and unfortunately that's took his car out of the session.
That's a shame for Johan. Johan's had, since the start of the season, he's had some really good races and also some really good qualifying results.
I mean, the 2 qualifying results he's had before this, yes, they were pretty decent.
Galeforce in the chat saying, fuck. Just one word.
I mean, that was a good lap from you, Galeforce. I mean, you can't deny that. That was a quality lap.
Luke in the chat saying, going for the win.
Bruno, the first one across the line here. So it's a 1:16.0 on the mediums. Take over, because I'm going to sneeze.
Okay, who have we got? So Cass is on an outlap. We've got... So, what do we call him? Spinala?
Rapid Glitch getting the fastest
There he
lap
is.
of a 1:16.0. Come on, lots. Alex, BRS Alex going 5/10 faster of 1:15.5. Come on, we've got to be passionate. We've got to be hyped.
Be hype.
We've got to show that we care. Racing Cass has just started his lap, and I'm going to focus on him.
Wookie in the chat
softs,
saying
he should
Bruno
be
on the
sending pole.
podium. That's his prediction.
Return to form from our Season 1 champion, the Bruno. Or Season 2 champion? I forget. Previous champion, nonetheless. Racing Cass here. Has invalidated, I've just seen that. Okay, we'll go on board with, C. Davies on the soft. That should be exciting.
Halsey added Luke in the chat and put moments said before disaster at his prediction. Scripps set a very good lap. Scripps qualifying hasn't been like the strongest in the free race we've done this season.
The Alfa Romeos I can see on the minimap here. I don't know if there was a little bit of toes being given there, but I rate it heavily if so. Good stuff there.
It might have been, I'm not sure. I kind of caught it like at the end of the whole thing, so I don't actually know.
C. Davies on the softs. You can imagine he was going to go fastest there, but he's gone fastest by 0.2 of a second. Now, if anyone can tell us the difference between softs and mediums, that would be beneficial, but I'm not 100% aware. I'm going to be on board with Yaps here, because his previous time of a 1:27.7 is definitely not what he would like. Here we go now into the foam sector. He does have a provisional purple sector too, which is obviously the fastest on the meter in theory. We'll see how he finishes off this lap. He's going to be looking for a middle 1:15 as an ideal mark, but we'll see what happens. Passing orders back and across the line. 1:15.6. Brilliant lap from Yaps. And Kimmy going pole on the medium over Davies on the softs. Absolute biblical lap from Kimmy. Stunning work. Perez here just starting a lap, but we're going to be on board with Racing Cass, who's got apparently purple sector too. This time not invalidating, to see what he can pull out the bag. He will be starting on this set if he qualifies good, so he needs to be careful he doesn't wear them out too much.
Okay, coughing fit done.
Here we go, Racing Cass across the line, and that is one hell of a benchmark.
God. That is incredible.
Call it here now, folks. It's a 1:14.7. NXR mark is absolutely quaking.
That is insane from Cass.
Insane lap.
He's going to be very, very proud of himself for that.
Vapid Warno and Vapid Bannon, or Banan, I don't know how you
Also,
say it.
just a little mention for C. Davies. C. Davies is currently third. That's very good.
Yeah, well, but you've got to keep in mind he is on the. I don't know the difference between the softs and the mediums. A lot of these drivers are softs. I bet they could beat that.
Who have we got really in danger at the moment?
Well, we've got Mark, who needs to set a good lap now, or he could be in danger. We should be on board with him here, because he is on the mediums. Gone out a bit later than everyone else.
I'm gonna ride.
Track, but does have a car in front.
Gonna ride on board with Mark.
Apparent purple sector 1.
Luke saying 1.1 seconds. He thinks.
The gap between softs and mediums being 1.1 seconds is a major difference.
Yeah. Mark is absolutely
I would have thought you'd get
flying.
even more from Racing broadcast then if it was 1.1 seconds. But oh, and Mark invalidates that poor.
Oh.
That is exceptionally poor from NXR Mark.
And the whole build, the lap, like, obviously, for the lap was actually, he was doing really well.
I can't help if the stream is lagging, unfortunately, guys.
C. Davies.
I'll try a
P2,
things, but I'm not too sure. Are you suffering from the mic crackling, by the way? Can you hear the mic fucking up?
My mic.
Can you hear my mic fucking up?
No, yours sounds fine.
Again, we had this issue last week, everybody. Well, last time I streamed. I don't understand why the stream can hear this mic crackling when in the party neither of us can hear the other mic have any issues. So, I believe it is a situation with the game.
God knows what it is.
I don't really understand what this is.
I'll unplug my mic, hold on.
It's not our mics. If anything, it's my mic, but I don't actually understand. Because when we did this last time, we both had our mics unplugged and the issues were still occurring.
Right, is it okay now, stream? Please tell me.
While we're in this loop here, I'm gonna look in the settings to see if we can do anything. But
It's strange, always
I
happens.
don't really know. Yeah, a bit odd.
What I'll do, I'll turn my controller off and turn it back on again. And see what happens. That's what has been suggested, at least.
Hello? Right. Right, that should be better now. We're just gonna double check on the screen.
Is it better now?
It doesn't seem to be better, no. And on the stream, I can hear it myself.
Yeah, on the stream I can hear it, but not through the mic.
Yeah, we can't hear it in the party. See, it's what I don't get. Like,
Turn the party audio down and add in stream.
okay, we can try. That, no problem. Fun fact, everyone. My mic can't let me change the settings of my own mic sensitivity in terms of comparison with other things, but I've just tried to make some setting changes in the stream, and hopefully it's better.
Let's hope that's better.
It sounds better.
It is. It's sorted. It's sorted. It's sorted.
Okay. I don't really understand why that issue is, because it's something that we don't hear in the party. It only comes up on the stream, so it's not an issue with the mic per se, because if it was, then lots would be able to hear it as well.
Yeah, it was definitely something just with the party audio maybe or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what we have missed in all the commotion of that? Milkman's P2.
Yeah, he is P2.
So we've got Racing
But
Class in
that's also
P1.
because everyone's going onto the softs now. Because
So Racing Class in P1, Milton P2. C. Dave still with really good lap in P3. Never mind.
Perez goes P3.
So Dave.
Just getting into the 140. team.
Mark P5, Kimmy P6. So once again, Mark and Kimmy really close.
It's like Davies and ice cream. Gonna be on board with Yaps here. No, he's just gone pole. We're not on board with Yaps. Nobody cares. Gonna be on board with BRS Alex. Everyone seems to have gone out really late in this session to try and set some laps. Thank you, Luke Watkins. We'll see how BRS Alex handles this. He's under a lot of pressure. He's currently in the drop zone. P11 as things stand. He's going to need to perform a good lap here out of said drop zone. Could you be on board with either Rapid, Glitch, or Gifted, please?
I am going to ride on board with Gifted.
Oh, and that's not nice from Perez. Oh my word, get your heart in your mouth there.
What happened?
Insanely close there. BRS Alex nearly went into the back
Oh,
of him. That was... You don't weave across the track like that.
Minoy saying, Showman a little bit quiet, but God, I prefer this.
I mean, I preferred what Luke Watkins had to say, to be perfectly honest on that.
I sound sexy.
Yaps,
come on.
Cross the line here. And completely
Never mind.
Time. It's just track evolution, it's not skill.
Alex, once again, very good lap.
He's in the drop. No, he's invalidated. We're going to be on board with LeBruno, who's still on the mediums, trying to make it work.
Can he make it work?
I mean, he's going to need to gain 0.8 of a second, and I don't think he's got that in his locker, sorry to say. Especially on the mediums.
Very good qualifying from Yaps, by the way, P2.
I mean, yeah, that's his track evolution.
Yeah.
So there you go. LeBruno crossing the line here. I don't think I can see him getting out. No, he doesn't.
Oh, that's disappointing for Bruno.
Rapid Kilic, Benala not able to do the same. Tomzo, 5 seconds down, he's also out, and I believe that is our top 10.
Kimmy and Mark playing it a little bit dangerous at the end, though. I mean, they both dropped down, like, you know, 9th and 8th, playing it risky.
Bruno is up on his time, but I honestly don't see him getting enough to qualify on those.
It will be a miracle now if Bruno manages to do this.
It really will be a miracle. But if anyone can do it, it is a previous champion of NXR.
Of course. And our first champion of NXR, no?
I don't know if it's season 1 or season 2. I really need to brush up on my knowledge. I'm sure Minoy knows.
I think Bruno was our first ever champion. Minoy, if you are...
He is 5 seconds down. So no, that is... that is our top 10. Would you like to speak about the 5 people eliminated?
Yeah, so... So, Tomzo is eliminated in P11. Rapid Kitch, so Spinella, I believe? Am I right to think that? In P12, Gifted in P13, Bruno in 14th, and Johan, who crashed out at the start of quality, in 15th.
And again, the difference between first and 10th, sorry, is less than a second. I'm feeling close, half a second now. Just over half a second. And really, if you look at 9th to first, it is Mark qualifying on the mediums. Brilliant stuff from him to have that in his locker, and he could be up there for pole if he managed to get that time on the mediums. Interesting that both Williams getting through, and I believe they are the only team to have both teammates in to Q3. I believe that is correct, yes. Both Williams into Q3.
Minoy said, what was the question? Minoy, the question was, who was our first ever championship winner in NXR?
Rookie referencing Mark's previous name, saying will Cockchop get pole position or will he bottom? I believe he meant to say Rocky Chop, but he said Cockchop.
Maybe it was maybe it was intentional, maybe it was an
Rookie,
accident.
but if you haven't been paying attention to the last couple of streams, I am streaming through the Xbox and looking at chat on the phone. I do not have a way of doing polls or anything of the like. I do not have a computer.
Maybe next time I'll get my computer and I can do polls and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if mods can do them or if it's just people with access to the account, and I don't know if Yaps will need to give the account out.
I'm
A
not
lot of
sure.
things, but we'll discuss that off stream.
So,
But everyone, put in chat who you think is going to get pole position. Will it be the new driver who's tearing up every single record page in the book, or at least will be, Racing Cass? Will it be old reliable bottler NXR Mark? Will it be basic bitch championship leader Kimmy? Will it be the milk bottle? Will it be will it be overachiever C Davies? What does everyone think?
what do you think, Damon? What is your prediction for who's going to get pole?
I'm Racing Cass through and through. I mean, I'm a massive Kimmy fan, I'm a massive Racing Cass fan, I'm a massive C Davies fan, but Cass has got nothing to lose. And I think with that extra drive, that extra determination, he's going to go all out here. He's had 3 less races than people like Kimmy and everything. So, if he wants any chance of winning the championship, he needs to go all out in these races to pick up the difference. Because, by all means, there is a chance he could still win this year's championship. Because he's not joined in too late. But, with Kimmy being how he's been, with drivers like Mark, like Yaps, performing consistently, it's going to be a hard mountain to climb.
So we have Wiki's prediction. He says Cass pole, Mark P2, Alex P3, Artifact P4, Yaps P5. And then he just put, oh, I forgot about...
Mark,
okay,
Kimmy, Cass?
He's changed it. Wiki's now put Cass, Kimmy, Mark.
So what's your top 3?
Mine is Cass, Alex, Kimmy.
Alex, interesting pick there.
I know, I feel like it's a bit of a wild card though.
I feel like Kimmy pole, I feel like Racing Cass second, and Bradder's third.
Ooh, okay. And
Mark will probably be up there.
I think Mark will be
mindset
P5. That's my prediction.
We know Mark's got the quali pace, but historically in Q3 he does tend to make a meal of it.
Yeah, that is true.
I really do wonder if he'll be able to. You don't need the whole 10 drivers. We appreciate the enthusiasm.
Galforce putting in the chat to Wookie. Galforce putting in the chat to Wookie. I'm just riding out this season waiting for my demotion.
Mark goes P1 with a 114.3. Yaps will follow him with a 114.5. Next is going to be the Red Bull of Milkman, who's on an outlap. Never mind that. C. Davies getting a toe from Milkman, intentional or not. But he must have been validated because he didn't set a time. Racing Cass currently P3 with a 114.6. Then BRS Alex 114.6 as well, but 5 thousandths faster. Next we have Perez doing P2 with a 114.4. Next up, who is going to cross the line? I believe it's going to be Bradders, the man who I think is going to come third. The lap time he sets is enough for P6. And then we've got Kimmy who starts his outlap. And the final one of the top 10 to come through, without invalidating, is called Ribs. This looks to be a very slow lap though, unfortunately, so he might as well have invalidated.
Oh, I didn't put C. Davies up there in my predictions because C. Davies has been on the pace.
C. Davies has just had a monumental toe down the middle straight, if that's intentional or not. But I don't know where he is on his time currently. He isn't purple, but is he expected to get purple? We'll see how it is here. Through the final corner now, a bit of a bank straight. See how it is. This looks to be a good time. P6, 115.4. Got Milkman validating once again. Come on, Milkman. Do better. You know you can. Got Kimmy, the next person who's yet to complete a lap, coming up on it now. Very aggressive over that final corner, I do feel. But here we go, across the line. P3. Interesting. Perhaps Mark isn't going to bottle it today. But Milkman needs to not invalidate a lap. I don't know how old these softs are. Validated at least once already. Will he invalidate again?
This is interesting. This mixes things up.
Yeah, that seemed a little slow there. I wonder if this is going to be a good time at all. Look at that final corner now. It seems to go through the track a little differently than some of the other drivers. This looks still to be a decent time though. P7, that's not what you want from Milkman. You want Milkman to be in the top 5.
I think he expects to be aiming for top 5 as well.
Definitely does. We have 7 tenths up in the first sector. How's he going to be on the second sector? Lost 2 tenths. But currently that will be enough to beat Seat Davies into P9. Depends how much more we can get on this final lap. Although his ERS is perilously low. 5%, 3%. Using every single bit of energy in his car to try and get the lap he needs. ERS. Jumps up into P7 there, beating the likes of Milkman. And he's got a few more tenths in him, which could take him up into P6. But that's the halfway stage of Q3. Everyone's going to be coming out late on to put on their final set of softs, if they have them in their locker. And NXR Mark, top of the standings by just over half a tenth. Perez in P2, and Kimmy in P3.
This is very interesting. I mean, I'm expecting Racing Cast to set another stonking lap. Because that's just how he's been the whole of quali. But I think at the moment, my good shout for someone who's done really well with quali is Yaps.
Well, I mean, perhaps he is taking it to heart. He does have the same 24 hours of the day than everyone else, so maybe he's actually proving that and fighting with the likes of Mark. I mean, he's only 2 tenths down on Mark, so to be fair to him, that is fair enough. For those of you who do not know why I'm referencing that meme, it's because when I tried to ask Yaps earlier about his signing of Oil Prince, he just completely said that he doesn't care about the Twitter feed really, and just said, oh, Oil Prince is the same 24 hours a day as any other driver, so he should be able to win championships.
Manoy saying in the chat, keep in mind Milkman runs with far less assists than he did previously.
I mean, he didn't have many assists to begin with, and the one assist that everyone's missing out on, and now that KX is gone, we don't have many people that openly run it, is the fabulous low brake assist. What are your thoughts on low brake assist while we have this interlude?
I mean,
what assist did you run when you raced?
I was medium TC, and I can't remember.
Were you no or low? Were you a no brake or a low brake?
I think I was low. I can't remember now. I think I was low.
Racing Cast on there for
what are you?
Low brake assist is superior. I am a low brake assist.
I was gonna say.
Racing Cast here. Ending sector 1, it's gonna be nice sector 1. 24-1. Purple sector 1 according to it. Faster than NXR Mark. Now this is going to be interesting.
I'm on board with Racing Cast.
Is Racing Cast going to show everyone why he was promoted? Why he's took Chaotix's seat? He has the number 2 on his car. I don't know if that's his actual number. He should have got a number assigned to him, or he should have assigned himself one, because I believe number 2 is taken. But regardless, flowing through these corners, I didn't actually see if he was up on his time in the second sector. I guess that adds to the suspense. Round here to the final couple of corners.
Is Cass gonna do it?
Through the last. This looks to be an absolute
This
stormer.
is an amazing lap.
Open up that DRS, son. Get across the line.
Oh
It's a 1:14. Over a tenth faster than Mark. We're gonna go on Mark to see how he can retaliate.
Oh
He's
my
over a
God.
tenth up himself. Mark definitely has the pace to beat Cass's time here, but will he be able to? We all know Mark has the pace. It's whether we can actually do it without bottling it. And will he be able to not bottle it today? This is the question that we have to ask ourselves here as we watch him perform. Racing Cass done with it. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get any better, although we're going to have to talk to him about retiring on track because that's
that's.
Good. But Mark is invalidated.
Oh no!
I don't know if he's got enough time to set another lap. He's slowing down. Perhaps he does.
Kimmy is on a lap.
One more shot at this. But behind him there's an Alpha Tauri. I hope he didn't impede them. 30 seconds left in the session. Mark will have one more go, and we know he does have the ability to do it. We're going to stay on board with him. Because if anyone's going to snatch pole off of Racing Cass, it's going to be him or Kimmy. In fact, because Kimmy's further up the track, we'll go on board with Kimmy first here. A little bit up on the first sector, but he needs about 3/10 to beat Racing Cass.
Now
Very
Kimmy,
technical second sector.
Kimmy's one target is probably try and beat Mark because Kimmy is still top of the championship, I believe.
I believe he is. We'll take a look at the championship standings while we're waiting for the ready up.
Oh, Kimmy plays it.
Also saying what a signing
Artifact!
pass is. I can agree. It's
Artifact!
Artifact beats
Oh
Racing
my
Cass
God!
for pole. The Williams are currently 1 and 2. But Kimmy
Oh,
said,
Kimmy!
no, I'll take P2. But he can't beat out Artifact. Now, it's time for Mark. He's got a power purple sector 2.
But
Bottle.
Kimmy is going again by the looks of things. Is
No,
he? Oh, is he
Kimmy's
not?
out. Kimmy's done.
Oh,
Kimmy's
he's done. He's done.
Mark, will he be able to get pole? Will he be able to beat Kimmy? Will he be able to beat Racing Cass across the line here? He gets pole by over a tenth.
Oh my
Mark
God.
is not bottled here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a story for the ages. And that will be it as C. Davis is down on his time. Pole for Mark.
Finally,
For
he's got
Perez.
that pole.
What a lap from Perez, by the way. The sleeper pick.
That was an amazing lap from Mark.
The Williams team is absolutely lethal, and that's going to be really important to keep an eye on if they can continue qualifying like that. Holy shit.
And also, that is very impressive from Cass. I mean, to go P1 and to set a lap that was that quick was just super impressive. Luke saying in the chat, I told you Mark pole. You did indeed, Luke. You did indeed say Mark pole, and you were indeed right. Looks like Mark's completed it though. We did say, would Mark get pole?
Second. So Bradders P10, Milkman P9, Scripps P8, Yaps P7, C Davies P6, BRS Alex P5, Racing Cass P4, Kimmy P3, Perez P2, and Mark P1.
That
Yaps,
was a very intense ending to...
Yaps, fuck off, I've already done that. What the fuck are you doing?
What did he say?
He said ready up at 31, I said to ready up at 35. And then he posts saying 31. No, we're doing 9:35.
That was super impressive from Cass. Honestly, I can't quite believe how quick he's been. Well, there you go, that's the end of quali, and Mark is on pole. Oh, what an intense ending to that quali session. It just seemed from like when last lap onwards, it was just lap after lap after lap that just everyone kept switching around.
Jim Jake asking why I don't put it in tier 1, because I don't give a fuck. I'll put it in everyone, so everyone is aware that there's a race going on. Shout out to C. Davies, who apparently just did a personal best around the track. Good job from him.
Oh wow, well done to him.
But yeah, we'll be going in about 5 minutes. Just want to give enough time to do strategies. I might actually say 33 past instead.
Wookie in the chat saying, not gonna lie, pole on the game here is sketchy because you start at an angle.
Ooh. Do you think anyone in this league would have been aware of that and tried to do that?
I reckon quite a few people. I don't know if there was a practice session going on before this, but if people were doing practice starts maybe from pole, from that angle that people are saying you come off of, maybe they might have known about the angle or might be a bit aware of, you know, maybe qualifying on that side where the angle is a bit off isn't a good place to start.
Just an update. I thought we were going to be taking a bit longer to load into the session. We can ready up at 9:32.
Okay.
9:35 will be too long.
Wookie saying you literally have to turn right immediately whilst accelerating. Could catch a few drivers out.
I mean, if it's going to catch drivers out, I don't think it's going to catch someone like Mark out. Mark, obviously, ex-esports driver, and in fact, I think he is now a current esports driver again, so congratulations to him for shithousing his way into an esports scene that isn't proper esports, but is enough to classify it itself as esports.
But still, well done to Mark.
Well done to Mark for being not shit.
So, Wookie, so this was Wookie's thing, so pole on the game is sketchy, you start at an angle, you literally have to turn right immediately whilst accelerating, P2 just has to go straight, making traction easy. Making traction easy, that's a P1, sorry. I can't read.
That when we ready up, because we'll see just how tight of an angle this is.
It's going to be very interesting.
Higher choices from the
Yes!
top 10. Because, to my knowledge, it's not a soft medium.
Oh, okay.
I could just be bullshitting to try and make it a bit. I don't think it's a soft medium.
I could just be jowling out my ass, who knows?
Well, that's the miracle of commentating. You can chat out your ass all you want.
No one's going to know.
I mean,
Well,
it was Chaosix's specialty. I mean, shit is the dream. Wookie's saying it's a soft medium. It's not. I'm saying it's not, Wookie. So you're just gonna have to do it. Everyone can ready up now, by the way.
yes, everyone ready up.
Ready up.
Have you put it in the Discord?
I did. I said, fuck it, ready up at 9:32.
Oh, no.
And I added everyone. So people can ready up if they desire. I've been added saying big trouble in the Discord. What's up?
What's going on? Philip is here, and Philip is saying artifact for the win.
Shaman with no chill. I mean, I'm pretty much expected at this point, but I don't even know what this clip is. That's how bad it is. I don't even know what I said, but I've just been at it saying big trouble, so there you go. Classic Shaman. Doesn't even know what you said.
I want to see this now, what the hell?
I mean, we've got an outlap, you can tell me what it says.
Where is it?
It's in the commentary moments channel.
Oh, it's in the commentary channel. Is it?
Oh, you look at that. I'm going to name off the tyre choices that everyone has decided.
It's not in there now.
Had pole. Well, Mark, who had pole,
No.
qualified on mediums.
Okay.
Rapid Klitsch, aka Spinala, has gone for mediums. Gale Force gone mediums. Rob and Jack have gone mediums. Everyone else has gone for softs. It is in the commentary moment still, by the way.
Comment. Am I being stupid? Where is it?
Yes, just the first clip. You just gotta scroll up 5 messages. How is he sexy?
My Discord is taking forever to load. Oh, Shaman, it's time to get in our predictions of who we think is going to win and who's going to be on the podium.
I think Kimmy's gonna win this race.
Oh, okay. Who else do you think will be on the podium, though?
You know what? Yap's saying he's got 24 hours and any driver's got 24 hours in a day to make something of themselves. I think Yaps will be on the podium.
Oh, okay. Yaps has shown pretty good pace around here, to be honest. So, no, I haven't. Honestly, I'm looking. I can't see it.
Let me send it to you. Obviously, I can't look at it. Send it to you on Discord.
Okay, and then I'll have a look. I think. What do I think? I think Kimmy will win. I think it will be Kimmy, Artifact, Yaps. That's how I think it will end.
I expect big things from the Williams boys today, by the way. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the
Let's see
Williams
how-
boys are going to get a good haul of points.
Yeah, let's see how banked this turn 1 is. Oh my lord.
Jay will saying
luck, Mark.
Jay will saying El Artefacto.
I don't know if you got it in the DM.
Oh, Elite Racing's just put in the chat what it was.
I don't know what it is, because I'm not in the chat.
I will tell you when we get started.
Alright. Well, 5 red lights. We're gonna go into spectator. And it's lights out and away we
Let's
go. Let's see how
go.
Mark handles this start. We're gonna have Artifact on his inside. Sorry, Perez on his inside, and he manages to hold off on that one. No big overtakes starting from the stop. Racing Cass beats Kimmy up with a P3. That is remarkable stuff from Racing Cass, but Kimmy fights back there well. I can barely see what's happening. I'm just looking at the telemetry.
Racing Cass!
Racing Cass is down!
No!
Down! But Rob's retired and it could be a safety car. It is!
Virtual safety car!
Is it going to turn into a full? I think it might. We'll consider
What
it safer on
happened
the track.
to Racing Cass?
Well, we're going to be looking at him. He looks...
Oh, Bruno! Bruno! What's going on with Bruno?
Must have been tagged.
He must have been. Was he tagged by Kimmy?
Tagged. He's got no wing. He's still got his wing, so it wasn't like a wing damage crash.
Was he tagged by Kimmy, possibly? Artifact spun!
Oh dear.
Artifact spun!
What's happened to the Williams boys?
Oh, literally as soon as I said, I think the Williams boys are going to get a good haul of points, both of them spun.
And right now, Ferrari are loving life. P1, P3.
I'm a
This
jinx.
is like
I am a
This
jinx.
is early 2000s Formula 1 right here, Ferrari versus Williams. And in this case, Ferrari have seemed to shit on them as we've gone back green.
Oh, God's
No
sake.
full safety car.
I saw Cass spin while trying to overtake Kimmy, according to Manoy. Bruno with a
one to
5-second
watch
time
here, though, this
penalty.
race.
He sped in the pit lane.
Oh dear.
Bruno.
One to watch though here, well 2 to watch. Jammy Jacko and Rash. The mediums are a good race tyre here.
Hmm.
So it will be interesting to see just how well they do. And get back up. Big winners, the 2 Red Bulls, up 5 and 8 positions respectively, up into P4 and P5. 8 positions gained from NXR Gifted. Yowen, Dropass and Jacko up 6 positions. Jacko showing the power of those mediums early on. The biggest losers, Perez, Racing Cass and BRS Alex. Down over 10 positions.
So, Elite Racing, the clip was when he said put it in tier 1 announcements and you said, oh, but fuck that. Or whatever it was.
I mean, that's not me being in big trouble. I'm just saying I can putting it in a different announcement section. See, Gifted here. Wouldn't let Gifted overtake him.
Heldy's saying Cass bounced over the curbs and span around after hitting the rear tyres of Kimmy.
Gifted going past Milton there.
Kimmy is up to
That was
P2,
FIA chat.
and he has Mark right in front of him.
I mean, this is a fight we've seen
Many times already.
And it will be nice if Kimmy can have another fight with him. But Mark needs to win one of these fights if he wants to stay in a chance to win this championship. Further down the grid, we've got a big line here as DRS is enabled. When we get to a DRS...
Jacko!
Oh no, what's happened?
And a virtual safety car.
Another virtual, why aren't we getting any full safety cars here?
Shaman, you've been told to turn your mic up. Apparently you're quite quiet. And I'm overpowering.
Everybody.
It's crackling again.
Okay, we're back. I also think it's because your mic is too loud.
I don't turn my mic down though.
Let me know if the crackling has come back.
Racing Cass already up to 15th though.
The safety car isn't in yet, but when it is in, he'll be looking at the move on Oil Prince, who is the other driver who has been promoted over the Xmas break. Ooh, Racing Cass getting too big for his boots there, running into the back of Oil Prince. It definitely has the ability to overtake him as DRS is enabled as we go back to green flag racing.
Let's see what happens. Oh, C. Davies alongside Milton.
We'll go back up here for that.
Minoy saying no crackling here, seems fine.
Good. Let's hope it stays like that. Yeah, this seems to be the best battle right now. Milkman on C. Davies.
Scribs and Tomzo.
Getting a bit wobbly.
Scribs and Tomzo are having out.
Yeah, not really.
They're almost.
Tomzo
almost hit the back of this.
Advantage of the mistake that C. Davies made earlier. ERS usage coming into play. Everyone's just setting up for a move on the main straight, it seems. Perez onto Kitch, as well as Bradders onto Davies, and there might be a DRS train coming up here. Here we go, Bradders should make easy work of C. Davies here. Easy as you like. Racing Castle makes short work of Oil Prince as well.
Bradders goes past C. Davies.
Brilliant work from Bradders, brilliant work from Racing Cast. Perez is right up alongside. Rapid glitch, but not able to make the move, but someone else further up is, and that name is Valtteri Dropass.
Up he goes.
Leaving the space for Yoan, but Yoan does not have an answer. Kimmy, half a second behind Mark right now, but nothing doing it seems. The longer that Mark can stay ahead of Kimmy, well, Kimmy is on the softs and he is on the mediums, will be fantastically beneficial to him. Gents in the chat saying, I hope I'm looking forward to my tier 2 tomorrow. Well, considering my birthday, I have
birthday tomorrow?
Yes, it is my birthday tomorrow, but I'm not going to bin it off because I care about NXR. We'll have a look at Kimmy here onto the DRS straight, even though there are closer battles, because depending on how good of a tow he gets from DRS here, we could see him close up. And while he is closing up, I don't think he's going to make it before the corner.
He's closing up rapidly, though. That's the big thing here.
By a hell of a lot.
Racing Cass
setting the fastest lap, showing he does have the pace. The Williams side by side. Well,
very unfortunate with that accident at the start for Cass because he qualified so well and he's been performing so well throughout the whole of qualifying.
If you had to pick a team on paper between Ferrari and Williams, who would you actually go for?
Who I think is going to score better today, or who I think is just better?
Throughout the whole season, right now, putting it down on paper, would you rather have Perez and Cass or Mark and Yaps?
See, Mark is quite consistent, right? And this is my one thing with Yaps is I don't think he's consistent enough. Jamie, please don't kill me. And then Artifact is a very
He's
good.
got the same 24 hours a day of anyone else to kill you, so...
Artifact is a very good driver. And I also think now that Cass has come through, he's not breathing him. Oh, Perez, sorry. It's so confusing.
He needs to change his name.
And then you've got Cass that's now come through and is performing really well. So, I think... I don't know how many people agree with me. I think I'd take Williams.
See, if it was Chaotix and Perez, I would say Ferrari. But I believe Racing Cass here definitely has the ability.
It's very close. It's very close.
Rapid pitch,
but I would
get it before because of the DRS.
I would say Williams just pips it because.
Flag sector 1, BRS Alex. Oh no, it's Oil Prince. Oil Prince had an off. Gale Force up in a P15. Alpha Tauri is making the swap, it seems. I don't know if that was if they had a choice in that, but Pass wanted the position. And you gotta worry now, Tomzo on the back of Scribs. Pass might have doomed his teammate here.
So, Luke in the chat saying he would have Mark and Yaps.
RC Davies! No!
No!
No, no, no!
Oh, that's such a shame.
Heartbreak. And could Gale Force get another position here?
That is heartbreak for C. Davies, who's performed.
C. Davies will hold on, but I don't know if he's got wing damage. I believe he might.
He's performed so well throughout the whole of quali, and it's all just fell away.
Oh, with the way Gale Force is catching up, you have to think C. Davies has got
Here
some
comes
kind of
Kimmy on
damage.
Mark.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at this. Can't get him into turn 1 there. That's... Ooh, I don't know how he's not being able to make that move. C. Davies is staying out. He might not have as much damage as we think. Tomzo can't get past Scribs. This fight is going to be important.
We have Callum in the chat saying...
the toe he needs.
Callum saying, Red Bull doing me proud so far. I love seeing Scribs up there. Drops a hero too.
It's a good day for Callum right now.
It is indeed.
Brad just overtook Milkman. It's 4-6-7-8 for his team. And... I mean, would you rather take a 4-6-7-8 or would you rather take
Oh, Kimmy's run wide! Kimmy's run wide!
I mean, he seems fine.
Yeah, just lost a bit of time, but
5 seconds to gap to Yaps. Yaps being left in the dust. Tomzo... Oh, Scribs has been hit! Oh, and there's another gun off! It's Tomzo!
Oh no!
Tomzo and Killchad are coming together, I believe.
And Artifact's
also gone.
Oh my god! Oil Prince is DNF'd!
Gale Force is up in a P drop!
Oh my god!
It's a full safety car and Artifact, and Perez had to have the position given back to him.
Oh my god!
Kimmy's boxed! Mark's been left out to dry!
Yaps is boxed, Gifted's boxed.
It's mediums! It's mediums for Kimmy and Yaps.
Right, what was your question, sorry, before it all kicked off?
Yaps has gone to the hards! Yaps and
What?
have gone to the hards mediums! What? Brad
What?
has gone to the mediums, Gale Force is...
Yowen's gone to hards.
Gale Force has stayed out, obviously, because that's his pit. There's been a massive switch up here. Some people think the mediums can't make it. Others are saying slap the hards on.
Oh my god.
We're almost 50-50 here going down the grid. Some people have gone for the hards, some people have gone for the mediums.
That is extraordinary. I've never seen such a split before.
Chat, chat, without looking at anyone specifically, would you go for would you go for mediums or hards in this case? If you were you needed to pit.
Yeah, if you were doing this, what would the strat be?
Currently, right now.
Callum put, why is the entire grid just pitted?
Because there's a safety car.
Everyone is saying mediums. Everyone is saying mediums.
You know what I'm going to say right now, don't you lots?
What?
Look at the order of the grid.
Mark, Gale Force. As soon as I saw Gale Force jump up, as soon as I saw Gale Force jump up, I was like, oh yeah, this is where it's gonna get good.
Unfortunately, the people who had mediums, like Rapid Kitch, has boxed for soft.
Right, so
committed to this 2-stop.
Let's give you the chat. I'll give you the chat run through. Rapid Vaughan saying Hards, Wookie, Darren, Levi Wilsey, Darren. Oh no, yeah, sorry. So Wookie, Darren, Levi Wilsey saying mediums. Dog saying Hards, Manoy saying mediums. Manoy said the safety car is going to stay out for about 3-4 laps apparently. Jable has told Bradders mediums. But Rapid Vaughan has put mediums won't last before popping, and hards, if you're good with your tyres, you can do well.
I'm hearing from Wookie that softs can do 18 laps. I think that's a bit outrageous.
I'm hearing from Halsey in the chat, mediums, because the safety car makes them last longer.
I mean, yes, that's true. Callum's saying Gale Force should let Kimi buy on the safety car. If only it were that simple.
If only it was that simple. So there's split opinions in the chat, in all honesty, and there's split opinions on the grid.
I honestly think, like, whatever way you go here, you're going to be thinking, have I fucked up? Because you're going to see a lot of people on the other tyre.
So, this is so interesting.
This is the most 50-50 I've seen in the grid. Like, if we look at the new tyres.
So, hold on.
2,
So Rapid
3, 4,
Vaughan,
5, 6
Rapid Vaughan
1, 2, 3,
saying
4, 5,
22
6,
laps.
7 for the hards.
Rapid Vaughan saying 22 laps on mediums won't last if you want to be competitive. J-Wall has also said he thinks Gale Force is going to jump Mark.
Oh my god, the scenes!
Could you imagine?
The scenes! Oh, if Gale Force jumps Mark... I mean, if Gale Force jumps Mark, then Mark's fucked because Kimi's gonna be right on the case.
Wookie saying mediums can do it because softs can do 15 to 18.
I think this is a smart move from Rapid Kitch. They're going to go back onto the mediums, aren't they? Superb work there, because even though he's lost a couple of positions, he would need to box again, but he didn't want to go mediums to hards. So he's going to go medium, soft, medium, but not really do any laps on the soft. Interesting strategy, but
so
the
only driver out on softs right now is Tomzo.
Yes, and that's because he was starting on the mediums, I believe. If I'm going to double check that.
I believe so.
No, Tomzo started on the softs. Interesting strategy from Tomzo here. He's going to be one to watch because he'll be doing soft, medium.
So we've got some people saying that mediums can't make it till the end, but we've got some people saying that they can. So
this is very interesting.
Yeah.
This is why you always do. This is why you always do your own race practice, so you know how far your tires work in your prime.
Yeah, exactly.
Because honestly, right now, it's very exciting.
Yeah, this is going to make for a very good restart.
Those 4 laps, Manoy thought that safety car was going to last for.
So
we're going to have 21 laps. We're going to have 20 laps, I believe. 20 or 21 laps of green flag racing.
Ooh. Mediums.
Interesting to see when Gale Force and
so
Mark come in.
According to Levi Wilsey, is that just Wilsey?
I believe so, but anyway.
Just quickly saying, mediums definitely can, providing the drivers don't fight with each other. So, come on, Gale Force.
Will just let Kimi by here. No, Gale Force will just let Kimi by here, giving him as big of a tow as he can.
Good teamwork from Gale Force there.
The gap between Mark and Kimi is less than a second. That's what Kimi needs.
Gale Force knows in his mind that was probably the best thing to do, was to let Kimi through.
Yeah,
but
now he's
Yaps,
going to try and hold up Yaps. This is superb work from Gale Force. He's managed to give up the position.
Gale Force,
come on,
3 second
time
penalty.
You might get the 3 seconds.
Oh,
You're doing
Yaps,
so much for your teammate. Well done, Gale Force. Superb defending is gifted. Tries to get on the back of Yaps now. Gale Force going to do what I did in Abu Dhabi. Brilliant stuff. Not the last Abu Dhabi. The Abu Dhabi where I reserved in Tier 1.
It's getting very
Just
close
keep it in
to
the
the back
middle
of
of the track,
Yaps.
sunshine. Keep it in the middle of the track.
Yeah,
He's going to have a go at Yaps now.
Yaps defending well. Gelfor's running a little bit
work, and
wide.
exactly why he's not going to get demoted when he keeps doing stuff like
Racing Cass on the
Look at
artifact.
this. Brilliant job from Racing Cass going up a bit more, but this is just a prime example
Racing
of what you want
Cass,
in a
Racing
teammate.
Cass was back of the grid by the first few corners. He is now 9th.
Tomzo pitted onto hards, by the way, at the end of that safety car.
Script.
I don't know what his strategy turned
Artifact
out
about to
being,
make a move on drop pass.
Oh, what a move!
And he
from
gets
Bravis.
past.
Yaps can't get past Gale Force either. Gale Force doing a fantastic job of making sure Mark doesn't have a teammate in this battle.
And Alex, incredibly close on the back of C. Davies.
Racing Cass right close to the back of Yoan. Less than a tenth almost. This is superb, honestly. Like, Gale Force, he's not the best at results, but he is literally the person you want to be your teammate.
Exactly, he's doing
I
a
would
very
say
good
he is
job.
the best teammate in NXR.
He knows what he has to do to help out a teammate, especially when that teammate is challenging for, you know, wins.
Maybe Skiatic Hurdle is better than Gale Force. Maybe.
Hurdle's
Hurdle's a brilliant man.
Yeah, Hurdle's a brilliant man.
I mean, would you? I would. DRS enabled!
No comment from me! No comment from me!
Oh!
Cass gets past Yoan!
Brilliant stuff from Racing Cass.
But is Yoan gonna try and defend it? This is what happens if you let me and Shaman commentate. Gifted with a 3-second time penalty.
This is why you have me as commentary.
Someone's gonna clip that and it's gonna get put in.
Oh, I
in
hope
the
they
Discord.
do. Yap's trying to make the move round the outside. Gale Force can't. Duck doesn't have an answer for it.
Luke in the chat.
Actually,
Luke
he might.
I certainly
Look
would.
at Look at the fight. Yeah. Oh, he won't send it. Send it.
Luke put in the chat. I certainly would.
But, interesting situation here. Yaps has got Gale Force, but Gale Force, no, hang in there. Whoa, well done, good help.
Oh my
Gale Force
god.
there. And he's going to lose out to Milkman and Racing Cass, but he's going to stay in the points.
Mr. Fast
Reach a bit
Hands
more.
from Gale Force. He's on very old
Mr.
tyres.
Fast Hands, excuse me.
Not like that, you child.
I mean,
Oh god, don't say
let's
it.
say Fast Hands. Fast Hands is a weird analogy for someone who's just held it before spinning.
Maybe he stopped himself from spinning.
Racing
So-
Cass along Milkman here.
Ooh.
Williams driver.
Come on,
Hello,
Cass.
I'm new in town. I know that you're a milkman, but I'm going to sail right past you.
That's very impressive from
Very, very impressive. Ah,
Jensen put in the chat,
here's
who
the
wouldn't?
thing. Here's the thing. Kimmy is a second and a half back from Mark, but Mark still needs to pit, and Kimmy might not. And what Gale Force has done is that he's got a 4.5 second gap to Bradders in P3. Gale Force might have set Kimmy up spectacularly for the rest of this race with what he's done there. And this is exactly why he's the best teammate in NXR.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark will definitely go soft, Jensen, but he'll need to gain 20 seconds, won't he?
Milkman with 3-second time penalty, same with Alex.
Message from Halsey, which is really important. The mediums will have to go 21 laps plus the laps on the safety car, meaning we could see punches on or near the last lap.
Oh, that would make it very interesting.
But Kimmy can tyre save with the 5-second gap he has to Bradders. This is Kimmy's race to lose.
Alex going for a move on Gale Force. And he makes it stick.
No offense to Gale Force. Gale Force has done his job now.
He'll be
Would
happy
you say
that
so? Would you
he's...
say Gale Force has done the job?
Yeah, he'll be happy with what he's done because he's put his teammate in a very, very good position. So, yeah, I think Gale Force will be happy and yeah.
He's also fucked Yaps over.
That is true.
Yoan making the move on drop ass here. Brilliant stuff there. Lots of fights going on. People staying very close to each other.
Droppass is not far off the back of Johan as well.
That corner, people seem to be almost losing it on. Racing Cass.
That's where...
Almost the P5. Look at how fast Racing Cass has made his way up through the field.
That's where in real life people tend to lose it quite a lot as well.
C. Davies.
Oh no.
Oh, what a shame.
Come on, C. Davies. Quite a lot of time
Artifact, 3
penalties coming
seconds.
through. Track limits.
Yeah, which is even better for drivers like Racing Cass.
Yeah, 100%. It definitely puts them a bit more at ease knowing that there's penalties to be added on by the end of this.
Yeah, and just remember, if you're new to the Tier 1 streams, I try and make it a habit not to show the penalties. You need to remember them, because if we cross the line, it's still a little bit exciting. Alex
And we want to make it as exciting as
Gale
possible.
Force being overtaken by
Gifted another 3-second time penalty.
Bruno also getting past. Gale Force's tyres are probably done, but again, he's done what he needed to do. He shouldn't feel too bad about dropping these positions.
Yeah, exactly.
As much older, he has yet to box after all. But
And people who love Aston Martin boys will be particularly happy with the fact that Gale Force has helped Kimi out.
Yeah. If you want to get dropped down to Tier 2, Gale Force, you need to stop doing that. DRS Alex making the move up into P10 here, surely.
People talking about the track
One thing that's
limits
gonna be
in
funny,
chat.
I want you to go from top to bottom and have a look at everyone's ERS usage, please. Because
ERS
it's really
usage.
funny.
Okay.
ERS usage. And there's one person that stands out. And he's going to be making a move right now into turn 1. If he can get past Gifted. Oh my god, they're inside each other. Oh my god. What's happening?
Oh my...
You seen this too?
Yep.
What's happening here?
What the hell just happened?
Gifted should retain this position. And rightly he does.
What the hell just happened?
He just... Gifted seems to be ghosting whenever someone goes for an overtake on him. Interesting.
That
Yeah,
that was chaos. Never a dull day.
People's ERS usage is completely... Artifact is spun. Perez is spun.
Oh
and
no!
he's reset to track, you naughty boy! Oh, that's a big punishment coming. That's a big punishment coming Perez's way.
He knows we don't allow that.
Yeah, it's such a shame. P14 anyway. Actually, no, he'd be in P15. Gale Force would have got a good look at that reset. Disgusting. Disgusting from Perez. Shame.
Gale Force won't be letting that drop either.
Actually, no, to be fair, I feel like Gale Force wouldn't be the one to send it in. Unless he was pestered.
True.
But yeah, we don't allow the resetting to track in this league, yet people still seem to do it without realising it's a hefty punishment. Spinana getting that overtake all wrong and allows Scribs to retake the position. Jensen with, like the real life Jensen button, has very good insight usually on these races, so I tend to look for him in the chat. He says Mark will go on to softs in about 2 laps time.
Okay. Let's see if he's right.
You are in Tier 2, Jensen.
Night Owl.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh, Night Owl.
Yeah, I believe so.
That doesn't surprise me. Night Owl's a great lad.
I was gonna say, I believe it's Night Owl.
It's been 2 weeks, allow me. I've drunk excessive amounts of alcohol during that time.
As you should.
I mean, not to the extent that I did, but yes. Racing Cass preparing a move on Gifted here, DRS engaged. But the mediums are going to start making life a bit more difficult for him, and the hards are going to come into their own as a better tyre sooner rather than later. And thanks to the DRS being given by it's just a massive DRS train between 4th and 6th. And despite there being a DRS train, Kimi has increased the gap to about 8 seconds.
Very good work from him.
You have to think, if a safety car comes out at a late stage, is that enough time to come in, put on some softs, and still retain a lead? I feel like if Mark wants to win this race, he goal hangs for the safety car. If he wants to do the smart thing, he'll follow Night Owl's advice and box onto the softs.
Jensen put in the chat, yes, I am Night Owl and love you too.
Artifact is Perez, and because of the naming scheme, the name of Artifact is banned under NXR, and he is supposed to be Perez. Just to negate all confusion. Mark has boxed on
there
lap
he goes
21 at the end of lap 20 for the softs, and Kimmy has taken the lead. But Racing Cass saying, I've had enough of staying behind Gifted. I'm going to get up into P4. Brilliant recovery drive from Racing
very
Cass.
good.
And I mean,
Night Owl.
Sector 2 yellow flag. Tomzo is out.
Oh.
And it's going to be a full safety car. What appalling timing from Mark. Mark will be absolutely livid.
Oh no, that is awful for Mark.
Absolutely livid.
That is that couldn't have happened at a worse time.
I mean, he might still be able to get in front of some drivers because he might be able to catch up to the pack, but the Delta might save him. But surely everyone in the chat saying, Minoy saying, oh no, Mark can't catch a break. I mean, we'll see how many positions Mark goes up here, because
people saying, poor Mark
softs.
getting...
Comes Kimmy. Kimmy's going in. We'll go on board with Bradders. Pop those tyres on, Sunshine. See where you end up.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, the 9 set. Yaps, you are a rebel, sir.
Oh!
Racing Cass, what are you doing?
Oh no. This might not end well.
Everyone trying to get their 5 minutes of fame. Artifact has joined him.
Again, the 5 minutes of look at me go.
And Kimmy comes out, more importantly, ahead of Mark.
I was gonna say that's...
Mark has jumped the gun on everyone else.
Yeah, Mark jumped the gun, basically.
Kimmy still manages to come out in front.
Which is good for Kimmy, but Mark will be sitting there probably kicking himself, going, how did I not end up getting ahead?
And see, the thing is, now this is a very interesting game, because Gale Force isn't going to be able to support Kimmy this time. But Yaps is P1, he stayed out on the hards. The two Williams boys are behind him, not directly linked, but will be a big impact in Kimmy's race. Mark needs to overtake Kimmy. Yaps needs to stop Kimmy from overtaking Mark, but these two Williams have said, no, we don't need this battle. We don't want to just see F1 back in the 2000s. Like, we want the F1 back in the 2000s. We don't want just this Kimmy-Mark battle. We want some iconic racing.
Of course, that's what they're here for.
And if Racing Cats gets the drop on Yaps, then we don't know what's going to happen. Vibe has a redeemed hydrate. Do you have a drink on hand?
Yeah, okay, I've got a drink on hand. Let's do it.
Drink away. Jensen saying, that we're going to be getting
Austria 2002.
Now, can you tell me what that means, Lots?
I do recall someone mentioning Austria 2002 to me before on, like, Twitter. I couldn't tell you what it actually, like, what shit went down, though.
My older F1 knowledge isn't the best, so if someone could inform me of how funny...
I think it was just a whole... I think it was a whole thing of a safety car came out, like, quite late. And it basically shook the whole grid up, and it was...
Helzy and Wookie are redeeming hydrates, but we will only drink once, because that is excessive.
That's an excessive... I will literally... Fuck, Jesus Christ.
We will drink once for those. Do not waste your channel points.
Yes, do not waste your channel points on hydration. I have some lemon water.
I mean, to be fair, I've got Fanta, which is just superior.
I have lemon water. Oh, so Nighthawk was explaining it. So Rubens was going to win Austria, but let Schumacher pass on the line in the 4th round to help Schumacher win the title. So basically, Barrichello.
Two different scenarios there.
Basically, Barrichello.
Let Schumacher pass. Someone else saying Barrichello was told to let Schumacher pass.
It was team orders, basically.
It wasn't team orders, because team orders wasn't allowed back then. What are you talking about?
Look at one night output. Team orders. As a wise Jimmer once said, rock. Oh, they got fined. They got fined.
Oh, they got fined, but they probably still. It was worth it, probably.
I was gonna say it probably didn't matter too much.
C. Davies isn't having the best time.
What's happened now?
I mean, still catching up.
Oh, you have to feel for C. Davies because he had a very good quali and had good pace, and yeah, just got really unfortunate.
One more lap under this safety car, and you have to wonder. This front three will not be the front three at the end of this race.
But what will be the front three at the end of this race?
I mean, what was my podium again? Because I said Bradders was getting third.
Mine was.
And I said Kimi was gonna win.
Mine was Kimi, Yaps, and Artifact.
I think mine was Kimi, Cass, Bradders.
Yeah, it was. You could be right with Kimi and Bradders, though.
If I get Bradders third, I would like to say I have smashed that.
Yeah, you would have done a pretty good damn job. Singapore 2008. They then did it. Apparently, they then did it again in 2003.
Well, for team orders of Ferrari is the one fucking West Country guy saying he is faster than you. Make sure you understood the message. I just find it funny how Ferrari had a team engineer that was so fucking, like, country. But safety car in this lap nonetheless. I'm actually going to be on board with Racing Cass.
I am going to go on board with...
Actually go on board with Mark.
Yeah, I was going to go on board with Mark just to see what happens with him and Kimi.
Because there's two starts that we need to look at here. We need to look at Yaps and Racing Cass, Kimi and Mark. Here we go around the last corner. When is Yaps going to go?
So just here, Halsey saying either Kimi or Mark is going to DNF.
I mean, Racing is right next to Yaps here, and he's not let him get any room. But Artifact is, it's going to be a two-pronged attack.
Oh God! What's going to happen?
Don't screw each other over, lads. Oh, they have
one! Kimi's
Oh no! Absolutely.
Oh no!
Because Racing Cass was Artifact.
Oh no!
And they didn't even get the position. Wait, where's Kimi gone?
Kimi's 15th!
Kimi's down there too! It's...
Oh no!
It's top trumps for Ferrari, top trumps for Mark. He may be beaten... Actually, no, it's not top trumps for Mark. Mark's also gone down the order, P6. Gifted. A net P1.
What
Bradders,
Halsey literally said? What did Halsey just say? Kimi or Mark will DNF.
I mean,
and then
Kimi,
well, yeah, but Kimi's now been taken out of the taken out the chance to win completely.
Gale Force is P12
with 3 second time penalty.
He's got more than 3 seconds.
Another 3 seconds.
Artifact is out. Sorry, Perez is out. Trying to cause another safety car, perhaps. Not intentionally.
Oh yeah, not intentionally, but that's heartbreak for Kimi.
But Gifted on Racing Cass here. Surely it's a matter of it's gonna happen. Gale Force on the P11. Racing Cass trying to go on the outside of Yaps. What the fuck is this?
Go on, Cass.
We need to be careful with Gifted now. Gifted, the net leader right now. I don't know how Gifted suddenly come into this. But
Yeah,
Racing Cats is...
Kimmy got caught up in artifact spin.
See, oh, what a send.
Oh!
Gifted, and they're ghosting. See, the thing is, Racing Cats, he's gone up really fast into Tier 1. But you have to admit, some of the moves he's making are a bit...
Rational?
off. Not rational, irrational.
Yeah, irrational, sorry.
He's been making a lot of mistakes. BRS Alex and Bradders fighting over what will be P2. Gifted finally getting the move on Racing Cass.
But Gifted did run a little bit off the track. And here comes Alex trying to line up a move on Cass. It's all kicking off.
NXR Gifted making the move for the race lead. I don't think Yaps is going to stop him. BRS Alex fighting Cass.
Night Owl
Gifted
saying,
make the move,
"Oh,
and
Alex
Racing
is
Cass
fun!"
has taken. Oh, yeah, no. Lads, stop resetting to track. You know it's a rule.
Shaman,
I've caught two of
Shaman.
you.
Girl Force is P10.
Okay, but right now, I'm more concerned about people breaking the rules.
Yeah.
BRS Alex, one person that's done it. And who, do you remember who the other person was? Because it is on stream.
Artifact.
Yeah.
Artifact did it.
They need to stop doing it, because it's a very harsh penalty point, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen 2 drivers and caught 2 drivers on camera resetting to track.
Hazard the chat.
It's not good.
Hazard in the chat saying, "You need to be scared of Gifted. That's the first and only time anyone has ever said that." I mean, is he wrong?
Feather's always been a reliable teammate. He's been a reliable teammate for Milkman for the past couple of seasons. Gifted's been a phenomenal team asset, and if he gets the win here today, it would be brilliant. But Bradders right now, depending on penalties, he could be winning this race. Racing Cass and Yaps fighting. It's going to be... Oh! Yaps has lost all pace. Bradders up in a P3 on track. Racing Cass P2. Bradders needs to be careful, because he's seen Cass unintentionally take a few drivers out, and he needs to be careful that...
I was gonna say, is he gonna back out into that corner? But he's gonna get ahead.
Oh, brilliant stuff! That is absolutely
that is amazing.
Sensational from Bradders. Brilliant racecraft, brilliant awareness. And he's within 3 seconds of Gifted. He could be winning this race.
Brad could
in the next
win.
Moments. Team orders now. Yap's getting Mark past. And Mark will want this podium badly.
What happened to Mark? Mark got a bit cucked over by him pitting and then the safety car coming out.
For P9, but BRS Alex overtakes him.
Bradders could win, to be honest. No Pen and Gifted got a win.
Kitch has gone! Kitch has been spun and taken out!
Oh no!
Gale Force back up into the points.
Takes
Kimmy's in P12.
Takes Kimmy up another point. Well, no, position, sorry, not point. Yeah.
C. Davies looking at the move on Gale Force. Oh, Mark looking at the move on Cass. We need to stay on board with this.
Mark has the move on Cass. But he's going to try and line up Bradders maybe next time round.
He needs to try and line up Bradders in order if he wants any chance of winning this race. And I really actually want Bradders to win this race over Mark, because I don't think Bradders has won a race yet.
I don't think Bradders has been on the podium.
This would be such a feel-good moment.
He's been on the podium, but I don't think he's
Although Mark
won.
is setting personal best laps, it's looking dicey.
It's looking very, very good for Mark, especially now with the person who he's fighting in the championship currently, Kimmy, all the way down, not scoring any points.
I mean, right now, Gale Force P11 just needs one person to make a mistake, and there's points.
There we go, and Gale Force, you know, he hasn't got a lot to lose. He's going to work well again with Kimmy.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Gale Force slowed down and let Kimmy take the point in the end.
And Dropass is lining up a move on Yaps.
Should be able to easily make it, considering the
very nice.
There you go. Mark.
Oh, apparently
this is gonna
apparently
be
Brad
easy
has
on
bottled
Bradders.
Monaco. Apparently.
I mean, he didn't win, but he hasn't won yet, and he might not win now. Mark needs to, in order to make a mistake here. He's within 3 seconds of Gifted. He is on pace to win this race. Mason Cass has done surprisingly well.
2
over
laps left to
20 lap
go.
old mediums.
Halsey
Did
say,
hear before that
Halsey's
mediums can
saying,
do 21 laps.
Halsey's saying, if Brad wins, I'm gonna get the shoes off and do a shoey.
I mean, I think we all would at that point.
That would be incredible,
Yaps and
scenes.
BRS Alex fighting. Milkman fighting Alex.
Be careful, Milkman.
Oh
No,
my
it's been pushed
god!
right.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
oh my god!
Alex
Oh,
is having
Alex
a
is
bit.
spun.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my word!
oh my god! Oh my god!
Both drivers there were passengers.
That.
Both drivers there were passengers. I will
Oh
admit that. Alex had a
no!
bit of an off, and Milkman was not able to avoid him. Unfortunate for both of those drivers, and I don't think they will be classified.
That was.
Mark setting the fastest lap, and already a gap has emerged. Racing Cass might be trying to go back on Bradders, although he's got exactly 0 ERS. Cass wants this podium, and Bradders
That
isn't going to
was
stop
a
to fight
big
that.
one.
Everyone has got no ERS left. Bradders and Cass fighting again, with Dropass looking to get into this podium fight.
Can Dropass do it? Can he get a podium?
I mean, Dropass would be the last person I'd expect to get a podium after everything this far.
And can Kimmy claw back any time to earn the point?
I mean, considering Kitch has got at least 3 seconds of penalties, Kimmy is on track to be getting a point. If he gains a 10th or so. Gale Force currently P8, but with a penalty could see him drop down a few positions, because I know he has at least 3 seconds.
Someone's saying Alex lost it, overcorrected, and then collected Milkman.
I mean, we saw what happened on stream. We don't need to talk more about it, because that'll be something the FIA are definitely going to be looking into.
The FIA are going to have a field day with this race.
I mean, considering I've caught at least 2 people resetting to track, and I doubt there's going to be...
And I
think there'll
caught
be
the
more than
accident too, so...
Here we've got Dropass making the move on Bradders. All of these guys have penalties. It's going to be... Racing Cass will have P2 here, unless he completely bins it. Bradders might get the position on... Oh my goodness, careful lad.
Cass! Oh no!
The tyres are given away, 22 laps old, and he's
Oh,
going to come out with no
Cass.
points.
That
He'll
is
come out
such a
with, 2 points
shame.
here. Gale Force P7, we love to see that.
Kimmy's picked up a 3-second time penalty amongst all of that.
Ooh, C. Davies finally gets past Gale Force. Right now, it looks like Mark is going to roll into victory here. Gifted 2 seconds in front of him, though. He will take it on track. But how far does he drop? Will he only get P2, or will he drop further? That's what we're going to find out, because this is why we don't show the penalties. That excitement hidden away there.
Yes, of course, and Dropass is
could
getting
mean
very
everything.
close to the back of Bradders.
Alongside Milkman, alongside Bradders. Bradders defending. No ERS for either of them.
Oh!
Forcing it down the inside.
Oh!
Bradders doesn't have a response. It's an
Dropass has done it. But Mark is going to come home to win the Grand Prix.
Gifted wins on track, but Mark wins the Imola Grand Prix. Dropass gets third. Unfortunately, we'll get to hear a Bradders podium. But brilliant day from the Alpha Tauris.
Yeah, Scribs,
Gale Force comes
P5.
home in 9th.
Points for Gale
6,000.
Force.
Gale Force gets P9, but it's only
Just
600.
outside the points for Kimmy. What a race!
What a race indeed.
What a race! That was insane. Wow.
A lot of stuff happening there late on and throughout that entire race. Lots of incidents that the FA will sure be taking a note of, but our top 3 currently, before any incidents are taken aware of, Mark wins the Imola Grand Prix. Gifted won on track, but unfortunately had some time penalties, which moved him down to P2. And the Alpha Tauri of
Galforce just put in the
picks up
Discord, we
P3.
take 2 points in this house.
You're damn right you do. You're damn right you do. But time for the interviews. Are you prepared to take them?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Right, I'll be getting Drop Us in 2/10 ahead of Bradders in the end.
Depends if Dropass has a mic.
I mean, we will see.
We'll find out. I'm gonna have fun with this because I hope Dropass would get a good result. So
And back-to-back races where Gale Force has
got points.
out-raced Kimmy.
Very well done, Gale Force.
Kimmy has lost out to Gale Force in the last 2 races. Milkman and BRS Alex are classified, if you want to make a note of that.
They are
If you
classified.
wanna make they are classified.
Okay.
And there's plenty of time to get your screenshots in
Yep.
for when you're doing
I got that
timing.
screenshot. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we pull in Dropass?
Yes, I mean, I've invited him, but he doesn't seem to be joining. If he doesn't join, we'll just get gifted in.
A very good race from Dropass. He was a bit like quiet in qualifying, and then come out in the race and did really, really well.
Yeah. I don't believe Dropass is available.
Would we like to get in?
I mean, I'll be getting
gifted.
in. I'll be getting in gifted. If it turns out that he will be available, we'll just get him in after. But we'll just get in gifted for now. Our P2 finisher.
This is going to be an interesting race to talk about.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions for him. Make sure you include your audio gifted if you can hear me.
Hello,
can hear you.
Gifted.
If you're already streaming, make
I'm
sure
not
to untick
streaming.
it and tick it again.
I'm not streaming.
Just make sure.
Oh,
Okay.
Mark, why didn't you back off?
Yeah, let's. So, Gifted, crazy race.
That was insane.
Yeah, it was an insane race. Lots of, yellow flags and accidents and safety cars obviously coming into effect. What did you just think of your race overall with all of the
I
commotion?
was very pissed at myself for effing up the quali, but starting there was actually perfect. Because I went up to, I think it was 7th, right behind Milkman, going into the hairpin on the first lap from P13. And just such a good start. And then that last safety car, I had a fresh set of softs because I got knocked out in Q2.
Yeah.
And it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it worked out well. Obviously, the penalties, really annoying. But what?
I wish I could have
what?
talked to Mark and begged him to slow down.
Yeah, we'll see. That was a really good. Was there a point where you were just like, Mark's gonna win this, so I might as well just,
yeah, as soon as he
kinda-
got in second, I knew I wasn't gonna pull away anymore.
Yeah, but what
But-
can you take from the race? Because you had a really, really good race, especially to be in the position that you were in by the end of that, where you did win it on track. It was just the penalties that messed you over.
Yeah, this is all I can say. If you have penalties and you know that you're gonna lose a lot of positions because of it, just full send.
Yeah, you might as well
'Cause
just
you never know
make
what's
the
gonna
most of
happen,
it.
just like that.
Yeah, of course. It's the unpredictability of racing, so. Yeah, it's just a crazy race. Was there any, did you have to change your approach to the race the more and more that everything, kicked off?
I mean, not really, because after that first safety car, it was just a train. Just there's nothing happening because
Yeah,
Gale Force played one hell of a team game for Kimmy, and then Kimmy didn't.
he did.
So
They work very well.
yeah, Yaps could not get past him. I'm like, come on.
Well done on a very good race, Gifted. Unfortunate that you couldn't win it, but you did
Yeah.
win it on track, so well done for that. Shaman, do you have anything you want to say?
Nothing for me personally. I just want you to just talk about anything in that race that you think deserves a special mention, or if you're annoyed or proud as
What I'm wondering is, was Mark in any incidents?
Um,
'Cause
he wasn't.
I mean,
The closest he got to one was when Kimmy spun.
that's right.
That was
Yeah.
only because Kimmy got collected by Artifact spinning.
Yeah, that was a crazy restart.
Yeah, the restart was crazy.
Definitely wasn't involved with anything.
Yeah,
But yeah, well done, Gifted.
and hopefully Drop House Jones does his interview because he went from P17 to P3, and I went from 13th. Like, shout out to him, freaking crazy race for him.
I don't think we're going to be able to interview him, unfortunately, but
Oh
great race
no.
from him. He deserves the mention.
Yeah.
But well done, well done, Gifted.
Yeah.
Good race.
Enjoy the champagne, mate. You really deserve it. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
well done,
Take
Gifted.
care.
Thank you.
Right, should we try get Drop Us in one more time? And then if not, jump to Mark?
I'm just going to invite Mark because I haven't heard from him
Okay,
at all.
invite our race winner.
Yes, I have. Let's see if he joins.
This is going to be a fun interview to do.
Take the wheel. No, say if he's available. That is. Drop us saying he can't do an interview tonight. He will be able to next week. We'll get on the podium next week.
That's fine. Here he is, the race winner. Hello, Mark.
Sorry, hi.
Make sure to include your audio.
Yeah, I did already.
I don't even know really where to start. Well, congrats on the win. It's probably where I should
Yeah,
start with
thank
it.
Yeah.
Just crazy race. Overall, like I said to Gifted, just a lot going on.
Mhm.
Never a dull moment racing in NXR. What did you think overall of your race, and how happy are you to get the win?
I thought my race was great. I knew it was important to stay in front of Artifact off the start because he was going to be on softs, and I knew it was going to be the softs and the mediums was a pretty big gap between them. So I knew that it was going to be pretty difficult for me to pass him back if he got me off the launch. So I got a great start. Stay in front, then yeah, I think just with the virtual safety cars helped me out a little bit in the beginning, and then Kimmy was behind me on the soft, so I knew I had to just kind of stay in front of him until he pitted, and then yeah, the safety car came out pretty much right in between us, and then yeah, it just made it worse. Yeah, then the safety car came out right in between us, and he was able to pit, and obviously I wasn't. And then as soon as I came by, the safety car was already out, and I had to stay behind it. So I knew it was at that point I couldn't pit anymore, and I just had to try and go as long as I could, and then pit for soft, and hopefully it worked out. But the safety car at the end helped out a little bit. So, and of course Yaps on those hard tires, doing a great job defending and eventually letting me by when I got behind him. He was a big part of helping me win that race.
Yeah, obviously when that safety car came out, you pit and then the safety car came out, everyone was saying, oh, Mark's been a bit, fucked over here. But you managed to pull through.
My pace was really strong. Qualifying, even though I qualified on pole, I wasn't super happy with my laps, but it was good enough, and I think it was a really solid race, and just stoked to win, especially Kimmy, who's championship leader. He didn't score any points. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think him and another driver got together.
He got caught up in a artifact spun, and Kimmy basically got collected by the spin. So it was really unfortunate.
Yeah, and then once I got in a second, Gifted was already 3.5 seconds up, and I knew if I wanted to, I could catch up, but there was no point since he had the penalty. So I just tried to stay behind and bring it for a win. So it's really, really good because the first couple rounds were tough. So I'm really happy that I was able to win this one.
Yeah, how happy were you to get the pole position? Because obviously we were talking about your qualifying on the stream. You'd qualified, what was it, 4th, 2nd, and 6th. And we were saying on the stream, would this be the race where Mark would get pole? And then obviously you got pole. So how happy were you finally sitting there going, oh, finally I've got pole after so many attempts.
Yeah, it was a relief. I feel like, yeah, qualifying has definitely not been super strong for me so far this season, which is definitely some place where I'm normally pretty good. So I was happy to start on the front, even though first is not really the best place to start on this track because you're on the outside, you're near the grass. But yeah, like I said, I got a great launch on those mediums, and it helped. It helped for sure. So I was pretty stoked.
Well done, Mark. That was a great race from you. Jamie, do you have anything to
Well
say?
done, Mark. Yeah, well done, Mark. Anything you want to say specifically about anything else in that race? Drivers, good things, bad things?
I think,
just
yeah.
go for it.
I think, like I
Free
said,
mic.
I mean, Yaps, you know, he chose to stay out in hards to stay in the lead. I think him, you know, he definitely played a big role because, like I said, as soon as I got by him, he didn't hold me up at all. He let me right past, and then came in right behind me. So that obviously helped because then I was able to get around Kaz and Bradders pretty easily. And then once I got in a second, I knew that the win was there. So yeah, just super thankful to him, and of course thankful to yeah, I'm just thankful to everybody, I guess.
Yeah, and obviously now it's a bit better for championship wise as well, obviously, because Kimmy unfortunately didn't score any points. Obviously,
Yeah,
you
for
won
sure.
the race. It's a good haul of points for you as well, so it affects it championship wise as well.
For sure, and I knew that once I had the chance to win, I was like, okay, if I can get the quickest lap, I knew what it was. Less push to try and get the fast lap, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna get 4 points over here. So it was really, it wasn't a perfect race, but definitely a good race and a good comeback.
Well done, Mark. Finally, the pole and the win.
Yeah, finally.
Well done. Enjoy the.
Congratulations, mate.
When do you want to say your line?
The champagne, the admirations, and have a great evening.
Yeah, well, me and
stay
the
up.
missus have to go grocery shopping anyways, so.
Good
I
celebration.
will take that as a euphemism, and I will not hear anything else on that. Have a good evening, mate.
Bye, Mark.
Stay away
Alright.
from the aubergines.
Alright, see you later, guys.
See you later. What race?
Well.
It's mad.
What did you think of that race?
Just chaos. Pure chaos and carnage is the best way to describe it. But what better way can you describe NXR?
I mean, it's been too long. 2 weeks break, too long. We need to get back right.
2 weeks too long.
FIA gonna be having
A field day.
an absolute field day. People need to stop resetting the track. And before we go, we've got Gale Force defending you because he said fast hands is a term because of the quick hand movement you need when saving a sliding car.
See?
It's not about wanking. But there we have it. I have been Shaman,
I've been Lottie.
and this has been NXR Season 4, Tier 1, Race 4 here at Imola. Thank you very much, and goodbye.